What's up, JEFusion fans? This is Philip, and welcome back to another video. So I have free time before my classes begin today, so I decided, why not use this free time to make a video? So pardon me for the sounds. It might sound echoey because this is quite a big room. But anyways, let's talk about Kingohger episode 33. I hope I got it right this time. But anyways, so yes, basically the part two of the Kingohger Kyoryuger team up. You know what I'm talking about here. So in this video, I am going to talk about a lot of plot heavy points. So if you don't want to get spoiled, this is the part where I suggest, or I rather advise, that please, please watch the latest episode right away. It's already out and you will already find sub versions of it, so go ahead and watch before continuing with this video, because again, there will be spoilers. And to be precise, everything that I've talked about in the previous video, where we talked about the part one of this Kingohger Kyoryuger team up, basically what I'm trying to say is everything is confirmed, right? So we only talked about speculations, but things that are likely to be revealed in basically for this part two of the team up. So like I've said, everything checks out, everything is confirmed, and everything that I've basically said in the video was actually proven in that episode. So again, before I go into all those details, watch the latest episode so you guys can see what and how things happen, and you get a very detailed explanation before I actually talk about them. So again, spoiler alert. With that said, let's move on with the video. So the first spoiler point, I guess. So the very first revelation that we're going to talk about is about King Kyoryu Red. So again, you notice that Kyoryu Red, the Daigo Kiryu, has been absent for this team up, and he's replaced by a new Red Ranger. So everybody had already speculated as to who this person is. So in the previous video, I've mentioned that he is most likely the son of Daigo and Amy, and it is in fact confirmed in the recent episode. So I have mentioned that this King Kyoryu Red is possibly their son from the future, and again, this is confirmed as well. So we now also have the full name of this King Kyoryu Red, who was also known as Prince. So his name is Daigoro Kiryu. So again, Daigoro is the son of Daigo and Amy, who comes from the future and is most likely the father of Daikun and Amy Nesan from the 100 years later, special. So, of course, by that time, we already know, if you've watched Kyoryuger 100 years later, so, we already know that Daigo and Amy, of course, ended up together because their grandchildren, Daikun and Amy Nesan, look very much like them. So, it is most likely that Prince, aka Daigoro, is their father. So, how he's transported into the past, we're not exactly sure. Maybe we learn more once, the Kyoryuger anniversary special, again, the Kyoryuger 10 years later, actually comes out, because I'm very sure Toei is working on it, because they actually managed to at least bring back Ryoryusei, aka Kyoryu Red, Daigo Kiryu, for voice acting roles. So maybe he will appear on camera again when this special team up actually comes out, hopefully later this year or probably early next year. We're not really sure because there's no info on that yet, but definitely there's going to be a Kyoryuger 10th anniversary special, like how Hurricaneger and Abba Ranger also had their 20th anniversary movies. So hopefully it comes out much sooner than we hope. Now, on to the next part. So focusing more on the King Ogres. So in the previous video, I mentioned that the humans in King Oger, because they share a similarity with like Earth, right? So both planets in Japanese are called Chiku, which is basically again the Japanese word for the planet Earth. So the hints are actually in the murals on the King Caucasus, God King Caucasus castle, and then the ruins that Ian was researching. So you notice that the artwork on both murals within the King Caucasus Castle and the mural that Ian was researching, so they're exactly the same, or they have basically the exact same design. And you will notice that the planet Earth has been, or at least Chiku, has been cut in half in the mural that's found on the mural that's found in the King Caucasus castle. So if you combine them together, so it confirms that the humans in King Oger actually originated from this Earth, quote unquote. So the same universe, the same Earth where our or the Super Sentai that we've known exists. So there was apparently such an advanced civilization more than 200 years ago who somehow, so the mural explains, or at least Jeremy narrates, that uh, again, probably the King Ogres and the Kyoryugers have coexisted for some time, but there has been some conflict, and then a group of people, so those who became ancestors to the King Ogres and all of the denizens of their own planet Earth, um, so through the King Caucasus, which apparently is also a spaceship, so they have found a way to travel into space, and they have found this some sort of wormhole that transported them into another dimension. They found a similar looking planet and started inhabiting it, although technically the Bagnarak were living there first, and you know before they turned into the kaijin, or the monsters that we've known. Basically, according to Jeremy, or I believe like DNA analysis done in Ishabana. So the Bagnarak were not technically humans, but they were more human-like. So again, they probably have coexisted before that Great War. Again, almost 2,000 years before the start of King Oger. So again, there apparently was such an advanced civilization in ancient times that they were able to somehow create spaceships, and they had the technology that created, the Shugods. So yeah, it does confirm. So how does Jeremy know all about this? It's because the person who drew those murals is the same person, his father. So everything now checks out. So this is why there's a familiarity. So he also explains why their planet is called Chikyu. It's because uh, the earthlings who have fled into this planet where the King Ogres live, so they kind of miss that planet, and in honor of their old world, so they also named their new planet the same name. At least the distinction again is that this Earth that we're living in is written in kanji, and the King Ogre's planet is written in katakana. But it's something that's understandable if you're proficient in Japanese. So like if you don't know Japanese, it doesn't make much sense. But yeah, that's how it's explained. But yeah, those are some of the things that are confirmed. So again, to recap everything that I've talked about in this video. So yes, uh, King Kyoryu Red is in fact the son of Daigo and Amy, who somehow had come from the future, and his name is Daigoro Kiryu. Number two, the King Ogres actually have ancestry from this planet, who for some reason were very advanced and were able to create the technology again thousands of years ago, and somehow are able to go into space and travel into another dimension. And the world of the King Ogres has been created, or at least you know we now have this setting for the King Ogres. So that's where and how we connect the King Ogres to this timeline of Super Sentai, which I really find interesting. So we still have that connection. And although King Oder could have stand out as its own identity, like a standalone show, a standalone Sentai entry, I still think it's very nice that they are still integrated into the canonical Super Sentai lore that we have come to know over the years. This could be my personal opinion, but I still think it's a good thing. King Oger is a really good story. So this again opens up the possibility for a team up with the Dawn Brothers and whatever Super Sentai comes after them. And this actually might also explain the appearance of like the King Oger's head. I mean, I'm talking about the mecha here, of course. So in Dawn Brothers versus no, in Dawn Brothers, like teasing King Oger, much later in the show before the finale. But you get the point if you've seen Dawn Brothers. But yeah, uh, I still really think King Oger episode 33 is a very good episode because, again, we have a very nice team up with the Kyoryugers, and we finally get confirmation on a lot of things. So I actually would say it's one of the best team ups, if not the best team up that I've seen so far. And I'm going to give episode King Oger episode 33 a 5 out of 5. So yeah, it's a really good episode. So I highly recommend you watch it. And overall, King Oger is just killing it with the story. I really like it, and it's probably one of the best Sentai series in terms of story in recent years, and maybe even of all time. If you consider King Oger to be a goat, even if it's still not finished, I'm not surprised. I can actually agree with that. And yeah, so that's it for today's video. What do you guys think? So please let me know down in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Please do leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell so you get the latest from JEFusion. This has been Philip, and I'll see you next time. Bye.